I need to get big fast. You move and work.
I'll work. Rock me though. She dead to me already.
Need you to leave me and my peoples alone, Garcia.
What the fuck are you doing here? Your mother is working in Manhattan now. Things could get messy.
I have a spot for you if you're lucky.
You will never be above me. It's us now. Everybody else need to get the fuck out the way.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. Now, on today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is the episode 3 final predictions. So, in this particular episode, basically, I'm going to be going through my final predictions of what I think is going to happen in this episode. I mean, most of y'all probably already familiar with it. It's kind of self-explanatory. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make my calls for this particular episode. I know it's kind of coming out late, but hey, you're glad to get to see, 8 hours before, well, actually more closer to 9, about 8 before the episode airs. But anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this thing, people. So, obviously, everything is not gonna be in order, but hey, I'm gonna just start at where I predict some of these things could be, taking place. Well, first off, let's just go ahead and cover this. So we know, judging by the trailer, that Marvin and Rock will be moving some new work. And we know that episode 3's title is Tricks. And the synopsis reads, Stefano goes into business with Snaps, Pop, Breeze, and Kanan, while Rock forms her own new alliance. Marvin hunts for Unique, who's quickly losing his grasp on South Jamaica. So it's kind of crazy because, Unique is, supposed to be gone, right? So it's kind of, a little weird that they're saying, he's quickly losing his grasp in South Jamaica. I'm going to do a whole video on this, all these title synopsis and stuff, because we did have a fake version of it at first, and I want to clear it up and go ahead and make my new predictions now that we know for sure that the other ones were fake and these are the real ones. So anyways, that's what we have for this episode. So to make as far as these predictions, right, it's titled Tricks. So we already know it's coming from Flossie. She's going to play a pivotal part in this because she has an escort service, and escorts turn tricks. So it's a couple of things that I think will be transpiring this particular episode. I wish I could have done these my other videos a little sooner, but anyways, we know that among this group where they're having this conversation, we have Miss Jarita. Now, I know ugly ass niggas has been trying to come in my comment sessions and tell me that this isn't Jarita, her name is Tiana. Well aware of that, ugly ass niggas. I'm telling you guys that this is going to turn out to be Jarita. This Tiana is just probably her escort name. Escorts don't like people to know their real names, so they're going to go by a code name, or a fake name that they tell you. They're not going to tell you their real name. So Tiana is going to be her escort name. Jarita is her real name. Ugly ass niggas. So now that we got that cleared up, she's going to be a part of the operation. Now, I do have a change. I will say that, because originally I thought that, Rock was going to be using her to turn Kanan. But due to some new information, which will be another video, it's going to be the total opposite. Kanan here is gonna be using Jarita to get into Rock's organization. And if I had to bet on it, just, simply taking a swing at it, I would say it probably was Bree's idea. Breeze probably staged a plan and say, look, because keep in mind, also in the trailer, Stefano here is going to tell Kanan that Rock is going to be working in Manhattan. Rock is working in Manhattan. So since they know Rock is working in Manhattan, Kanan and them is going to have to come up with a counter to end up shutting Rock down. That's probably where in the this season trailer where we heard Rock tell Kanan she know her son, he ain't done fucking with me. It's probably because she ended up finding out that Jarita, Tiana, is part of their organization and she's been used to basically ruin their operation. That's what I believe is going to end up happening here. So Jarita is going to be working for Kanan and Breeze. That's the actual truth. That's what I'm going to lean towards. And like I said, the reason why for that, I'm going to make it in another video. But also, one thing that I could see ended up being a major issue is it seems as if, because we in the beginning of this trailer, where Rocket's saying we're going to be moving work, and then you hear, you also hear Marvin, shortly after saying our work, and Flossie kind of looked at him. Looked like, she kind of side-eyed him a little bit and was like, look, lad, nigga, what you talking about? Because, she doesn't want to really work under a man because she already told Rock in the last episode that, she had other opportunities that was presented to her by men, but it always, she had been declining them because it always ends up them trying to tell her how to run her business, and she ended up having to put a bullet between their eyes, right? So she chose Rock because she seen her as different, both female entrepreneurs, right? So I could see a situation where she ends up second guessing it because of the issue with Marvin. Could it even end up running it by Pino, and Pino, kind of lets her know that, your brother is starting to become a problem with Flossie. Could end up not turning out that way. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I do think they're going to have a situation where they meet up at Flossie's spot. Because I do believe here, where we see Flossie is holding the, martini, this is probably at one of Flossie's places. And I believe Marvin and Rock is both there. Because you see, it seems as if Marvin is holding a drink very similar. So I'm guessing that's probably, what they were serving them. So that's something else to keep an eye on. And another situation that, let's go ahead and point out. Back to this here, you see Breeze here telling Kanan that it's just us now. So what exactly is Breeze talking about when he says it's just us? I am starting to think he might get rid of his uncle and auntie this episode, people. That's a possibility. I'm not 100% leaning towards that's what's going to happen yet. But hey, don't be surprised if it does, because why else would he be telling them it's just us now? I mean, we know that he thinks they got Rock out of the way. So maybe they thinking that they're out of the way, so they're not a problem. And Unique is gone. So maybe he's saying it's just us because Unique is gone. That could be it. But anyways, something just to keep an eye on. Also, let's not forget that Jukebox is going to end up pulling up on your boy, Detective Garcia. And she's going to have a conversation with him, telling him to, hey, leave my family alone, ugly ass nigga. So, like I told people then, I don't think she's going to do anything to kill him. In fact, I'm positive of it. I told y'all ugly ass that then, and this is just going to be another situation where I get turns out I'm going to get proven right again. She's not going to do anything to the Garcia. What's going to end up happening is they're going to strike a deal, people. I told you. Detective Garcia is going to be very pivotal in helping Jukebox solve the mystery behind what happened to Famous and Crystal. So there's no way he's going to go before this happens. So moving along, another thing that we know for sure also will happen. We do also know that a major shootout will take place. I believe this shootout here, like I told y'all, I believe this is Marvin, perhaps, in this car. And he ended up seeing some of the stuff. I think it's going to be due to him trying to go after Unique. You know what I'm saying? And because you've seen in the already here in the synopsis that it says, you know, Marvin is going after Unique still, even though, you know, Unique is like long gone. So that's what I believe this is happening here. We also know that Breeze is going to end up taking out somebody here, so expect to see Breeze's first body. And in my opinion, I believe his first body will undoubtedly end up being this guy here. I forgot his name, but he was definitely working with Unique and Akbar in last season. You know, the one that was telling the Chinese guy that they're out of business and stuff like that. No special sauce, that shit. So that's this guy. Breeze is going to take him out. You see he has the leather jacket on here. You see what Breeze and Kanan is wearing. So if you go ahead and head back to the photo here, you see here there's a leather jacket. And they're wearing the same thing. It looks like the exact same location. So Breeze is going to unalive this guy right here. You're also going to see Kanan get his hands dirty as well. Perhaps he's taking care of his homies that we see here that was with him. Because as you can see, is a couple of homies there. So probably after Breeze take care of him, Kanan unleash on the guys that's with him. And they take over those blocks. And speaking of the blocks, we already seen the exclusive scene of this here. We know that Kanan and Marvin will have a meetup, and he's gonna be like, he don't know who Breeze is, you know, or who you think you are, but I know who I am, and you can't climb that high, those things. But what's important is, remember at the beginning he was saying that was y'all on 150th, because Kanan tried to give him a job, right? It seems as if perhaps when the scene here, when I'm saying I believe this to be Marvin in this car with the another guy, this will be Marvin's going to end up seeing them take them out, perhaps, and that could possibly be where this comes from, where he asks him, "Was that y'all on 150?" Right? So another thing, of course, we see Taz look like he's beating up the white boys. I would suspect that was part of him and Breeze's organization. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be because he's going to feel so betrayed by Breeze that he's going to decide to go and, you know, make some of his own moves. And he's definitely going to regret it. You heard what Breeze told him last episode anyways, that, you know, that's the last thing he needs to be worried about or some shit like that, right? So here, I think very much might end up being the fate of Taz. This is probably Kanan taking out Taz because this nigga is doing way too much. And hey, you know, he's been hating on Kanan since he's been here. And Breeze is fed up with him too. So Breeze gonna be like, look, you can take that ugly ass nigga out. I don't get no fuck. Right? So, also, something else that needs to be taken up real quick. Sorry, let's go here first. We know that we got an exclusive clip that Kanan and Kanan and Juke will have a conversation. Jukebox is going to question him about the loot situation. Kanan and Rock, I don't know if they had a planned lie. Because keep in mind, Rock told, you know what? I think they didn't have a planned lie. I think I just uncovered something in the middle of the. I told you I freestyle these. These don't be written. I think I just figured out something major. But anyways, what I would suspect is that when Juke is questioning Kanan here about what happened that day of the death of Lou, right? Kanan, as we heard in the exclusive clip, said the situation between him and Rock was just the usual bullshit, right? He questioned her about Crystal and stuff like that. She said she didn't do it. She asked her this, Drew asked him, did she believe Rock when she said she didn't do it to Crystal? And he said he don't know. As you can see, Kanan doesn't look very sad about Lou. And I believe it's going to be something in the matter of his wording that's going to be off from what Rock said. That's going to allow Juke to be able to piece it together that they're clearly lying about something, right? And once she does catch him in that lie, she's gonna go back and have a conversation with Marvin. Keep in mind, people, Marvin spoke to Rock in episode 1 about this situation, and he said Juke was telling Kanan about what happened to Lou, and Juke also told him that Kanan came over here about he was mad at her about something, and she said it was just the usual, drama between them. But it's something in the lines where since they have been enemies, their stories are not gonna match, people. That's what's gonna end up happening. Their stories aren't gonna be able to match, and Juke and Marvin here are gonna be able to come up with the truth because their stories aren't aligning. Kanan is going to say one thing, Rock is going to say another. And that would make sense why here they're having dinner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they could be talking, and I don't know, like I told y'all on my live, this could be Kanan walking in because Juke has staged something to basically railroad them and get the truth about it. Very similar to what we saw in book 2, people. Remember when they were at the dinner table and Monet found out that it was Diana who set her up to get shot at the dinner table. So this could be very similar, people. It could be the same shit. And we get the reaction today of what Juke and Rock Marvin's reaction would be once they find out that it was indeed Kanan who is behind the death of Lou. So, that could be end up what happened, which would change my theory of why, if it does turn out this way, that would change my theory of why Kanan and Jukebox situation went sour. But anyways, I do have another video that's gonna cover that. But anyways, ass niggas, like usual, that's pretty much all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. So definitely let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think of this, the final predictions? What are your predictions? What are you predicting will take place? Will they find out the truth behind Lou this episode? Will Snaps and Pop meet their end this episode? Let me know all of that and more in the comment section. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment. Let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. But until the next video, I'm out.